Hi, I'm Gabe Southard. I'm the director of bands at Hope College, and I have the pleasure of interviewing Mark Dover from the Imani Winds, who is here. They'll be playing a performance tonight and giving a master class to some of our students this afternoon. And this is part of a series that we're putting together that we're basically asking one question to a series of artists to see what their response is. And that question is, Mark, welcome. How do arts, in your opinion, contribute to the public good?
Right. It's a great question, and I think it's one that has many different facets as in terms of an answer to that. But, there's definitely clearly a symbiotic relationship between the value of the arts in a society and how that relates to our educational process for our youth. So it's very clear, both if you look at the statistics and if you just, looking at my own experience, to know that the communities that value arts education are the communities that turn out the best students academically. And unfortunately, I think, I was lucky enough to grow up in Ann Arbor, Michigan, which definitely values music education. So we had great public music program. We had free instruments to be able to use all the way through high school if you need. But unfortunately, there's so many communities where the arts education is dwindling. And I think you see in those communities, there's something missing, And this is a problem that's, been going on for a long time. But I think that when you do look at the communities that have a value, both in the public school system and in the private sector, and just all around, the communities that value the arts are the richest communities. Richest as in, culturally rich.
Right, right.
And I also, the other facet of that is that I think of arts as a sort of a cathartic reflection of what's going on in our society. So it's therapy for both the artist and the audience. And I think it does reflect the public consciousness, what's going on in our country. It's a way that we're able to make sense of all the chaos, and it's, if you look at the history of our country, I think you'll see that when you look at the great artists of those times, they had a huge impact on just kind of the cultural fabric of America. So, maybe there's selfish reasons for why I value the arts, because it's how I make my living. But I do think that without them, where would we be? It's almost one of those questions. For me, it's like, well, what? Why does oxygen contribute to the public good? That's
Right.
ridiculous. But you know what I mean? It's just, without art, what is this? How do we make sense of anything? How do we express anything?